Okay, welcome everyone to another episode of Being Present with Leonard. For those who are not familiar with me, I'm Leonard, and I've been sharing my teaching on awakening for almost 40 years, or actually probably over 40 years. And I'm very happy to be sharing the teaching with you here. Last week I spoke about what I mean when I speak of awakening from the past and future world of the mind, the story, the dream, into the world of now. And I talked about what it feels like to be present. I also gave you the key, how to instantly come out of the past and future world of the mind into the world of now. An instant key, if you recall, it was as simple as being present with something that is here in the moment with you. If you can see it, hear it, taste it, touch it, or smell it in this moment, you can be present with it. The moment you're truly present with something that's actually here in the moment, you come out of the past and future, now you're present. And any moment you're truly present with what is here, you're nowhere else. Then in that moment of true and deep presence, you are an awakened being. Everything you're seeking is already here now. So relax and enjoy, fully enjoy those moments in deep presence. There are 2 steps to this teaching, as I shared last week. Step 1 is learning the art of being present. Step 2 is bringing conscious awareness to all the obstacles to your awakening, all the ways you're pulled out of presence involuntarily. Step 1 leads to presence, step 2 leads to mastery. Now, I know a lot of people reach out to me and they immediately want to go to step 2 and heal their story, fix their story, their dream, whatever's been happening in their day-to-day lives, their relationships. And of course, this teaching can be tremendously helpful in that regard. But it's very important to realize that you must always, in the context of awakening, you must put the horse before the cart. The horse is presence. The cart is mastery, step 2. So it's very important that we spend more time, at least initially, on recognizing how to be present, what it feels like to be present, and what happens as you deepen and settle into presence. So that'll be the focus of today's episode, Being Present with Leonard. And really, the title says it all, Being Present with Leonard. So I'm going to invite everyone viewing right now, just for a little while, a very short time, close your eyes and just relax. Let go. Now, don't try to achieve anything. This is not about achieving awakening, enlightenment, or anything like that. You are just taking a few moments now to be present with your body as it breathes. That's all you need to know right now. Your body breathes in, your body breathes out, and you are the one who is present, aware of the body breathing in and out, in and out. And in a very subtle way, the body is very, very comforted when you are present, aware of the body breathing. It's a very comforting experience for the body. It's actually very healing. When you go too far into the dream, in a very subtle way, the body feels abandoned by you. So it's wonderful to come back and be present with your body breathing. But you're not just present with your body breathing when your eyes are closed. You can be present with the feeling of your feet touching the floor in this moment. You can be present with the feeling of your hands touching whatever they're touching in this moment. You can be present with any sound you hear, moment to moment. You can be present with a feeling and sense of space all around you and inside you. When you're present, if you're truly present, your mind will calm down, it will slow down, and the thoughts will either slow down or they will stop. Now, this is really the fundamental and main meditation of this teaching. I just call it the presence meditation. You're just present with the body breathing in, the body breathing out. And then I could ask you, who is present in this moment? present with the body, breathing in, breathing out. I am. That's like a declaration from the deepest level of awakened presence. Who is present in this moment? I am. God has been waiting to hear those words forever, or shall I say from the very beginning of time, when we embarked upon this journey into illusion and separation. But it's definitely time to return home to the present moment. When is it time? The time is always the same. It's now, and now, and now. The only moment you can be awakened, the only moment you can be present, the only moment you can be enlightened is this moment. Now you're out of the story. Your mind is silent. No past or no future. How can there be how can there be a past or a future, a past memory or a future imagining when your mind is silent? When you're truly present and your mind is silent, where's the dream? Where's the story? Now you're awake in the truth of life, the truth of love, the truth of oneness, the truth of God. And it's all so simple. Just bring yourself present with something that's here in the moment with you. Now, with the presence meditation, there's no instruction other than to be present with your body breathing, as it breathes in, as it breathes out. But there's one extra variation. If a thought arises, you notice it. You don't judge it, reject it, or think you've somehow failed. You don't reject it in any way, but nor do you believe in it. In fact, the best thing you could do is just say, thinking, in a rather playful way, thinking, then back to the body breathing. You're not going to be distracted by the thought. If you simply acknowledge it, you're not for it or against it. You simply acknowledge it. The thought will just go on its way and you're still present. That's the whole point of this. You're not trying to stop thought. That's a huge mistake. You're simply, with the presence meditation, you're simply becoming more and more adept at recognizing thoughts as they arise. And they will come one at a time. You recognize it, you say thinking, then back to the body breathing, back to the silence, back to the peace. When you're present, you open into peace. Jesus referred to it as the peace that passes understanding. You open into silence, you open into love, you open into acceptance. This is what it means to be present. So hopefully many of you right now are feeling the presence within you, feeling what it's like to be present. Now, don't be concerned if one thought comes after the next. Don't worry about that. It takes time for those thoughts to calm down and eventually stop. And you must be in right relationship with the thought. In other words, you don't reject or judge it, nor do you believe in it. You simply acknowledge it, thinking, kind of playfully thinking. It's like you're letting the thought know that you're aware of it. That's how simple it is. So you could open your eyes now if you want to, or you can keep your eyes closed. This is a video, so you might like to watch, but that's up to you. So this is a little more, we're going into presence. There are so many ways to be present. You can be present in the movement of your body. I spoke about this last week. It's like Tai Chi without the exercise, without the structure. You can be doing Tai Chi, brushing your hair in the morning. You're present in the movement of your body. You're present as you look out through your eyes, present with what is here, what you see. You can be present as you hear through your ears, feel through the sense of touch, smell, taste. So simple. And if you knew in advance, if you'd known years ago how it feels to be truly present, you wouldn't have hesitated, no matter what it takes, no matter what the cost. And let me tell you about that. I usually like to say this to people when I'm running groups. I like to say, the price of awakening is everything. And in return, you get nothing. Who's ready for that deal? And the irony is those that raise their hands and say, me, I'm ready for that deal. I'm ready to give everything and in return get nothing. Then you are ripe for awakening. You get it. Now, of course, when I say nothing, there is more to it than it might appear. You could change the word nothing into nothingness. You could change the word nothing into infinite, eternal, silent presence of love. You could change the word nothingness into God. For God is everything, and God is nothing. And beyond everything and nothing, God is, I am, thou art. It's so simple. So hopefully you're all following what I'm saying. Hopefully you all had an experience in presence. You feel what it's like. You have to become familiar with it. Oh, this feels nice. This feels peaceful. This feels relaxed. This feels very open. This feels very spacious. I'm at peace. That's presence. Your mind is silent. That's presence. You feel love. You feel oneness. You feel open. That's presence. Okay, now I did promise I'd answer some questions if you submitted questions to me. So I have more. I have a number of questions, but I've only selected two. And I've selected these two because I think they're a little more relevant to more people. So this first question is from, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, Mirudu from Germany. And Mirudu says, thank you, dear Leonard. It's wonderful to have these live streams. I've followed you for more than 10 years. My question is, it seems like when I am present, my mind creeps in at times, convincing me in a subtle way that I'm being irresponsible or selfish by just being in the present moment, and that I will lose track of my daily life. It's a feeling like being loyal to something that I don't actually know to or what I'm being loyal to, or if I'm betraying something if I'm present. Deep down, I see the pattern and sense the truth, yet I would appreciate to hear your comments if possible. Thank you again, and I love you. Well, that's very, very sweet. And thank you for your question. So this is very interesting. First of all, this is the ego at work. You'll discover as we proceed through these meetings together, this journey together, journey of awakening together, you'll discover that the ego is very, very clever. And it's really a great trickster. In my view, the ego deserves a round of applause for being so good at its job of pulling you out of presence. So it'll come in, and how the ego influences and affects you, how it pulls you out of presence, it just generates a thought. And that thought comes with an associated feeling. And if you believe in, if you identify, if you get caught up in that thought and that associated feeling, you're going to be pulled back into the dream, into the past or future, memory or imagining. I'll give you an example. If the ego generates a thought, say around the theme of resentment or blame, where do you think resentment or blame takes you? Past, present, or future? Obviously, it takes you into the past. So if you believe in that thought, then the ego's got you where it wants you, back in its world where it is in control. Now, I'll be talking a lot about the ego, the resistance of the ego, and how to overcome its resistance. But that will come a little bit later. First, we really need to focus more on presence. So be aware that the ego is very, very clever at tricking you and pulling you out of presence with these thoughts and associated feelings. It will also bring up a feeling saying, you're selfish. You should be thinking of other people. Why are you just thinking of yourself? You believe in that thought and it's got you. It will also tell you that be careful. It will say, be careful. If you continue with this present stuff, you're going to lose track of your daily life. You won't know how to live in the world. Now, of course, none of that is true. Well, I should say, I will say none of that is true, not in any ongoing sense. There are moments when you're so present. I mean, I've been so deeply present for extended periods of time where there's no way I could participate in the world of time. But if that happens to you, all you're ever going to say is thank you, thank you, thank you, God. It's a blessing beyond blessings, and you will, after a while, integrate, how to function in the world of time, how to live in the world of time. So don't listen to that trickster ego, but don't reject the ego either. And don't reject the thoughts that the ego is generating to pull you out of presence. Don't do that, because the moment you judge the ego wins. The moment you judge any thought or feeling, the ego wins. It gets you exactly where it wants you. Now, I find this is also very interesting. You have a feeling that you're being loyal to something that you don't actually not know. You don't actually know what you're being loyal to. Well, let me tell you, when you're in the mind, that's true. And it would require you to believe in whatever you're involved in. And I'm so opposed to any kind of belief in the context of awakening. To believe in God is an obstacle to knowing God. So, so what are you being present to, and how? How is that happening? The answer is, it's the awakened you. You're already a fully awakened being. The truth is already awake in you. The soul already has a sense of the truth, although it's not there yet. So there's a part of you deep, deep within you, way beyond your mind, that already knows the truth in its completeness, in its wholeness. So that's really what is bringing up this feeling of loyalty to something you're not even sure about. But you persist, you keep remembering presence, and you'll start to recognize and realize what you're being loyal and faithful to. You're being loyal and faithful to the awakened you. You're being loyal and faithful to truth. You're being loyal and faithful to love. You're being loyal and faithful to God. That's who you're being loyal to. Now, what are you betraying if you're present? Very obviously, you're betraying the world of illusion. You're betraying the world of separation. You're betraying all those people who want you to stay engaged with their dream, with their story, so they don't feel so alone. And that would be guilt. That energy would be guilt. So if I were you, I'd let all of that go. Just relax. Don't listen to your ego, but don't ignore it. Don't judge it. Don't reject it. Just say, thank you for that wonderful suggestion, ego. Yes, you're absolutely right. And come back to being present. Do not argue with the ego. It's pointless. Just say, yes, yes, ego. Thank you so much. You're a genius. Then back to presence. Okay, but we'll be talking about the ego a lot in the future, in future episodes. So that's that question. And now I have one more question. And I'm hopeful that my answer to the last question is helpful to anyone and everyone. Now, if you don't necessarily get exactly what I'm saying, don't worry about it, because whether you know it or not, the truth exists within you, and the truth will respond to whatever I'm saying if I'm speaking the truth. You don't need to know this with your mind. You don't need to remember what I'm saying. The truth is already full and complete within you, but it's only available to you as you become more and more present. So here's the next question from, he describes himself as an aspiring nurse. Okay, so thank you for the wonderful video. I do have a question for you. I have no problem setting aside time to sit still, but I never feel that I'm present. My mind wanders and my legs become numb. I wonder if being able to meditate well to a thoughtless state is the only way to be awakened. Thank you so much. Well, I don't think what you're describing is a very good way to be awakened at all. In fact, I often speak against the need for meditation, because why do you need to meditate for 15 minutes or 30 minutes? What's your hidden agenda in meditating? Why are you practicing meditation? What's the hidden agenda? And the answer is, whenever you have a practice of meditation, or for that matter, any spiritual or other practice, whenever you have any kind of practice, there's a hidden agenda, this time coming in from the ego and other parts of you, hidden agenda that you are focused into the future. If I do this practice, if I meditate for these minutes, these days, if I read these books, if I listen to these teachers, one day I can become enlightened or awakened. Now, the problem is that very issue into the future will prevent you from being present. And the only way you can be awakened is to come into the present moment, to settle into the present moment, and to relax more and more into the present moment. So, aspiring nurse, I can pretty much see you sitting down with your agenda. I'm going to be present, and I'm going to really try hard to be present. Well, let me point out, any trying to be present will prevent you from being present. So you have to surrender all effort and trying to be present. Why would I say any trying to be present, or even any meditating to be present with that agenda I refer to, any trying to or any effort to be present, why would that prevent you from being present? The answer is simple. The present moment is already here. You can't add to it. You can't subtract from it. The awakened you is already here. You can't add to it. You can't subtract from it. It's already whole, complete, and full. Whatever you're destined to fully awaken to is already here. And so it's not about seeking or attaining something. It's about relaxing and becoming present with that which is already here. So simple. So start to pay attention. Look around you right now and have a look what is in the room with you. Every little item you see, whether it's a door handle or a flower or a tree outside your window, it doesn't matter what it is. Everything you see in this moment as you look around the room is inviting you to be present with it. It's saying, me, be present with me. Every leaf moving on every tree is waving to you. It's saying, here I am. Will you not be present with me? Is your dream that interesting that you would deny my invitation into the present moment? Come join me. I will reveal to you who you really are, says the tree. You are lost in illusion. You are lost in separation. You are lost in a dream. Come, be present with me, says the door handle, says the cup on the table, says the flower, says the tree. Everything is reaching out to you. Be present with me. But what do? We humans are so absorbed into our dream that we completely ignore the invitation. And we're so busy looking for enlightenment that we say, don't bother me, present moment. I'm busy. I'm trying to get enlightened. That is really, really silly. So the present moment is already here. You're already a fully awakened being. The only question is, how do I liberate myself from this world of illusion, from this world of separation called the world of the mind, the past and future world of the mind, past memory, future imagining? How do I liberate myself from that world of the mind, from the dream, the story? How do I liberate myself? And the answer is so simple. Bring yourself present with something that's here in the moment with you. Like supposing you're present with a flower in front of you. That will bring you out of the present, out of the dream, out of the past and future. Now you're present with the flower. So you can stay with the flower and become more and more present with the flower, more deeply present with the flower. Or if you like, now you're present. It doesn't matter where you look or what you do or where you go. You're present until you get caught back into the mind. Then you have to know, okay, I just realized what happened. I just got caught back into the dream. Now, I'm back in the dream. I'm not happy in this dream. This dream's got lots of problems and difficulties. How do I fix the dream? Big mistake. Don't ask, how do I fix the dream? Don't do anything to fix the dream. Ask yourself, how do I come out of the dream? And that also will be answered in detail as we go through these episodes, being present with Leonard. So I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to give you too much, but I'm going to just remind you, if you have a question that you'd like me to answer in the next episode, you can either email it to leonardjacobson.com, my website. Just go to contact or join email list. We'll find you and we'll find your question. And as long as it's a clear and succinct question, I'd be very happy to answer it for you. Also, I'd be very grateful if you would click on subscribe and notifications, so you'll be notified when we're doing another event. And I hope you're enjoying our journey of awakening together, being present with Leonard. So I wish you all the very best. I send each and every one of you love and blessings. Thank you.